I welcome you and greet you in Jesus' name. This is General Overseer Titus Setole coming live from Pretoria, South Africa. Tonight, I'm going to talk about Operation Push. Push means a campaign to promote a product. Push means to press forward energetically against opposition. Worldly people are pushers. People in the world, people who don't know God, they are good pushers. Every evil thing that is taking place on earth today is because someone or some people are pushing it. A lot of things that are happening these days were a taboo before, especially in African culture. They were unthinkable. They were detestable. They were a disgrace before, but today they are being accepted as normal. You know what? Pusher! In our nation and black communities, drugs were foreign to us. How did drugs get into schools? Pushers! Today we accept alternative lifestyle. It was unthinkable that we can have alternative lifestyle. There are countries in the West, they are pushing it to Africa, pushing money into countries if they accept the Western agenda. Many governments in Africa, they've been bought. If you push this, we will give you this. There are those who are pushing child trafficking. Believers, we must also be pushers. This weekend, political parties have been doing well in pushing. Political parties have been pushing for what? For votes. They've been pushing. There are more people going to church than political rallies. I call tomorrow's service Operation Push. What are Christians to push tomorrow? Let us go and push God's agenda. Tomorrow we are going to push God's agenda for South Africa through voting. We're going to push God's agenda tomorrow. And apologetically so, we're going to push it. We push the right for the church to exist. When we encourage our members tomorrow, we say go vote and vote for anyone and any party that will support our existence. There are some people that don't like the church. They're happy when the church is closed. We can't vote for them. We're going to push our members to vote for their faith, to be able to have freedom to exercise their faith without being shut by legislation. Because some parties, if they are not for the church, they may close us to say, if you say this, you say that, you'll be arrested. We push good morals. We push righteousness. This is God's agenda. So tomorrow when we stand on our pulpit, when we preach, let us cause our members to push in these elections. Push back evil. Evil is a reproach to any nation. Push candidates to parliament who are God-fearing, who are friendly to the church, who promote good governance, righteousness. Let's go. Push them to parliament. Political parties, I listen to Bossa, 2 million jobs they want to provide. I listen to that political party, that one, that candidate. And all the things they are pushing, I agree with. We need job, we don't need corruption. All these good things, we need them. But then, our faith is separate from those things. And all this the political parties are pushing, it's what government must do. Whoever wins must do those things. They don't do it well enough, next election's out again. Our freedom of religion, expression, it's important to me. The others, they will do them. Some people who might come to power might make it difficult for us to express it. What happens if we don't push? If you are not pushing, then you are scattering. By not casting your vote, by not helping people to do the right thing, you are scattering. If we keep silent, we don't encourage people to vote for our faith, vote for God. How do we push? How do we push? While we are encouraging them, while we are going to stand there for hours, we need to go, we need to push, having in mind what will be realized by our pushing. Everyone has been pushing. Tomorrow is the final push for other candidates and parties. But we have a big one. Just imagine if all the churches will push. You don't need to be afraid to say, if I don't vote for this one, I will lose this. No, anyone who comes to power is government. And that's where we come in as Christians. Push in your church, groups, WhatsApp groups in your church. Let them open them up for the first time. Open those groups to discuss about about what to vote for in our church groups. We don't discuss politics. But tomorrow until Wednesday, I'm opening them up. Let me end with this. The platform the Lord has given you, use it to educate the people. Open it up, but of course have ground rules. Now it needs wisdom to manage so that it does not go overboard and even break the church. I pray for wisdom for you. I cannot close my church service tomorrow without talking about it, without praying for elections. Let government do their part, but then the church has got its power. And it must be respected. It must be given its rightful place. And anyone who does not respect it, anyone who marginalizes it, cannot get my vote.